Hey everyone, thank you for watching. So today's video is going to be a big end of year makeup declutter, I think is what I'm going to be calling this one. So normally when I do my declutters, I'm doing it by like sections of my makeup collection, but sometimes there's items where maybe I don't have a large collection, or maybe it's not like the most interesting collection to see the collection or the declutter. And so every once in a while I try to go through my office, my collection, and declutter items. A lot of times I will put those in my empties videos, because my actual empties can be kind of shorter, so I throw in some certain items that I'm decluttering. So I will have my empties / declutter playlist listed down below in case you want to see that. But I was going through my office the other night and I ended up getting a pretty large box of makeup that I decided to declutter out of my collection. I mean, I have lip products and foundations and highlighters and face palettes. I mean, I have a lot of products in here, and since the box got so big, I thought that I could just go ahead and film the declutter video. I've definitely been in kind of like that decluttering mood right now, so I thought it could be a fun one to show you everything that I am going to be parting with in my collection. The only thing that is not going to be featured in this declutter are my eyeshadow palettes, because I'm currently decluttering those. I just filmed my affordable eyeshadow palette declutter video, so I will have that one linked, and I'm planning to film the high-end declutter later this month, so that will be coming. So there's not going to be any eyeshadow palettes in here, since I do like to film those full collection videos. But if you would like to see this kind of end of year big old declutter, why don't we go ahead and get started. Alrighty, so I do want to say I'm filming this on Monday, and you can probably tell that I have been sick. The last video that I filmed, which was last week Thursday, it went up yesterday. It was a hits and misses follow-up video, and I made reference in there. I said I'm coming down with a cold. Hopefully, you know, I can kick it. I could not. I got done filming that video, took my makeup off, took a hot shower, and fell into bed and pretty much didn't get out of bed until Saturday afternoon. I went down pretty hard. I'm better. I feel a lot better right now. My voice is still kind of struggling, and I'm very stuffed up in the face right now. So again, you'll probably notice it in my voice, and I have more energy even than I did last Thursday, but it's still kind of a struggle right now. And like I said, I wasn't planning on filming this video. The next video that I was going to film was going to be my makeup monthly, but those are very long videos. And especially on Friday, I mean, I couldn't even film at all. But when I was thinking about it in the morning when I woke up, I was like, well, I know I can't film the makeup monthly. I don't have the stamina for it right now. So I thought, what else can I do? And then I looked over and saw this big box. I was like, well, what? Duh. Why don't I film the declutter? I wanted to let you guys know that I went down hard. I haven't had like just a regular cold kind of knock me out like that in quite some time, so that was such a bummer. I also made a mistake in my hits and misses video. I forgot to include a product that I had out and I had on my list and everything, and I realized it on Friday, and that was another reason why I was like, I'm just gonna take the day off, because you know, when you're sick and you just don't feel well and you're not yourself and your mind's kind of cloudy, I was like, don't even bother filming, because you know, what if you make another mistake? I'd rather put out, you know, a good video rather than just, you know, now I'm behind on my schedule. But that's okay. That's all right. Feeling better now, so that's all that matters. But okay, so jumping into it, I'm just going to kind of reach into this box here, so there's not really going to be any sort of order. But the first item I see is from Milk Makeup. This is the Holographic stick. I just didn't really love this one, and I don't know why I've kept it around in my collection, but it is like a cream highlighter product, and it has like that holographic shift to it. I don't really love cream highlights, and I'm also not a big holographic highlight girl, so this product just simply didn't really work out for me, so I'm going to go ahead and pass that along. Some of these products will have to be thrown away because they're old, or like I have lashes in here which obviously need to be tossed. Some items I might put on my Poshmark, but I'm kind of in that. I did the same with my affordable eyeshadow palette declutter. Even though I had palettes I could put up for resale on my Poshmark, I'm kind of more giving right now. You know, the holidays are coming up. I'm sending a lot of makeup to family and friends, and I had a few subscribers in mind that I was sending out some of the products to, so I will link my Poshmark down below, but I'm not exactly sure how many products will make their way on there, you know. But another item I have here is from Becca. This is the Under Eye Brightening Setting Powder. I really didn't like this guy, and I've been really into setting powders more lately, but this one just really did not do it for me. Should have brought my water. Should have brought my water bottle over here while I was filming. It's really far away from me. But yeah, I just didn't really love this one. I didn't really like the texture to it. It was kind of more of like almost like a thicker powder, not really like finely milled, and I felt like it left the white cast on me. Sometimes brightening powders can do that, but if you dust them away really well, they don't. And this one I still felt like no matter how I was using it, it just didn't look the best on me, and I definitely prefer the Lawless brightening powder at this moment. So I'm gonna go ahead and declutter that one. Okay, I also have an eyeshadow primer. This is from Smashbox. It's the 24-hour Photo Finish Eye Primer. This guy is almost gone, so I'm just gonna go ahead and toss this one. I didn't love it though. I feel like I've mentioned in a video talking about like how I don't love it. I don't have very oily eyelids. I mostly have dry eyelids, and this one just, I felt like I didn't notice anything when I was using it. A lot of people really like this one, and I kept trying and I kept trying, which is why it's almost gone, but I'm just gonna go ahead and finally say goodbye to that one. This one in here is from Urban Decay. This is the All Nighter Waterproof Full Coverage Concealer. Now I have two of these, and I'm decluttering the shade Medium Light Neutral because it's a little bit too dark for me, especially right now as I feel like I'm like crazy pale these days. I've completely lost all sort of summer. I'm looking outside at the snow. We had a bunch of snow come this weekend. That did not help me feel better with this cold. Bummer. But yeah, this one is definitely going to be too dark on me. I do like it. I have the shade Light Neutral, and that's the one that I'm keeping in my collection, but this one, the shade match is not going to be great for me. And I definitely prefer the Naked Skin Concealer from Urban Decay. That's my favorite, but I do like that one, especially if you need more coverage. That's a really nice full coverage concealer. I'm also going to declutter from Rimmel. This is the Exaggerate Waterproof Eyeliner. This is a nude eyeliner. I'm mostly decluttering this one because it has been in my collection for years upon years upon years upon years, and I'm just kind of like, I'm almost to the point where as I put it in my waterline, I'm like, is this still even good? And I have so many eyeliners. I'm really disappointed that I didn't declutter more eyeliners. I think I just have a couple in here, but I really do enjoy eyeliners, but I have like 3 new nude ones in there that I just feel a little bit more comfortable using. But honestly, if you're looking for a good nude eyeliner, oh boy, this one from Rimmel I do think is really nice, but it's just, I mean, I don't even want to tell you how many years I've had it because it's been a very long time. Okay, so next up in here I have from Monica Dar. This is the Step 1 primer. It says it's a lip and an eye primer. I've used it as an eye primer. I got this in an Ipsy bag a while ago, and I really do like it. I think that it's a really nice eye primer, and it does a lot for discoloration. You know, sometimes, especially if I'm dealing like with allergies or even, you know, like a sickness, it'll help kind of take away some of the discoloration on my eyelids, which I do enjoy. But I also have had this for a while, and I think it's kind of dried out because it's just in this little pop form. So I noticed the last time I used it, I felt like I was really dragging it on my eyelids, and because I do have dry eyelids, I didn't like that feeling at all. So I have a lot of eyeshadow primers, so I'm just gonna go ahead and declutter that one. Okay, I see, okay, let me do this one. This is a mascara. This is from Essence. This is the Lash Princess Mascara. I like this mascara, but I felt like it went bad really fast because I used it not too long ago, and I felt like I was really struggling. I felt like it was very clumpy, and I liked this mascara, but I just think for some reason it went bad on me pretty quickly. I picked this one up from Ulta Beauty because so many people rave about this mascara. So I don't know what happened or what went wrong, but I actually had to grab another mascara to top over this one because, I don't know, it just seemed to like go bad on me, which was odd. So I'm gonna go ahead and declutter that mascara. I have a bunch of different lip products in here. I really like, I'm a lipstick lover. I love trying out formulas. I love, you know, once I find a formula I love, I really enjoy buying a bunch of different shades. So my lip collection is just like, ugh, right now. So I really tried to grab out lip products that I knew I wasn't going to be wearing a lot. This one here is from e.l.f. Cosmetics. This is one of their liquid matte lipsticks, and this is in the shade Praline. I really do like this nude color, but the e.l.f. liquid lipsticks I find to be super, super drying. And I like liquid lipsticks, and I don't mind if they are a little bit drier as long as they stay on for a really long time. But this is like crazy, crazy, crazy drying on my lips and kind of looks like crumbly after a while. So they're really affordable, but I just didn't really love that one. I also have, this is from Too Faced. This is one of their Melted Matte liquid lipsticks. And what shade? This was in Feelin Myself, which is a kind of like a peachy shade. This one I purchased because I really do like Queen Bee from Too Faced in this formula, but I did not like this one at all. The Queen Bee I have is a mini. This is a full size. I don't know if there's some sort of difference there, but this again was super drying on me. Even the very first time I ever applied it, I was on my way to a wedding, and I applied it and I immediately was like, oh no, because it just looked immediately dry and crumbly from the moment that I applied it. I tried to return it to Ulta. They wouldn't let me, so Okay. So I'm just gonna go ahead and declutter that one. Let's see, I also have from Urban Decay, this is one of their Hi-Fi Shine lip glosses, and this one is in the shade Gold Mine. So this is like a gold sparkly metallic lip gloss. Oh my goodness. Lip gloss. I just don't wear shades like these a ton, and my lip gloss drawer, I have one lip gloss drawer, like a little pull-out drawer, and it's actually getting to be a little bit too full that I have like some of the overflow sitting out. And I'm not a big lip gloss gal. I don't wear it a ton. I don't feel the need to wear it every single day. So I'm like, you have too many lip glosses, get rid of something. And I was like, I pretty much never reach for this shade. So I'm gonna go ahead and declutter that one. I have some items in here from NARS. So let's see, this one is an Audacious lipstick, and this is in the shade Dale. So this is kind of like a cool tone shade. I mean, I feel like I'm definitely gonna pass this over to a friend. I think someone will like this more than I will. Again, I like these lipsticks from NARS. They're not my favorite. I really like the Velvet Lip Glides and one of their new gloss formulas. I really like those more. And then this shade, I just don't wear it a ton, and I was just trying to be a little bit more ruthless. So I'm gonna pass that one along. I also have these here from NARS. This is in a Summer Fire and also Hellgate. Ooh, no, I like Hellgate. I'm gonna keep Hellgate. I've worn that shade several times. I'm gonna keep that one. It's more of a red, but it's a really nice red. Tell me what formula this is, but I don't mind these, but they're not my favorite from NARS. And Summer Fire, I feel like I've only worn once, and I never went back for it, whereas Hellgate I have worn multiple times, and I've worn it in a lot of videos, and I get a lot of compliments on it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and declutter that one from NARS. Look at me, I can't even. I tried to part with a lipstick, I'm like, oh no, can't do it. Okay, so another one here from Urban Decay. I think I got rid of a few from Urban Decay. Okay, so I have in here, this one is Naked. This is a cream formula. I definitely prefer the Comfort Mattes from Urban Decay more. I don't mind the cream formula, but Naked is such a pale pink on me. It just really doesn't work with my coloring. I either have to put a gloss over it, I have to top it with something, I have to wear a darker lip liner or something like that. So, especially because I just have so many lipsticks, I thought I could get rid of that color. And then this one here is in Feel, which is another cream. And again, just kind of the same thing. It's a really light color on me, and it just doesn't look great with my coloring. So I thought that I could go ahead and get rid of that one. I have a lipstick here from Maybelline. This is in Clay Crush. Man, you guys, this was a rough weekend, okay? This was a rough weekend for me. I bought Clay Crush because I love the Maybelline lipsticks. I love this formula. I've been buying it for so many years. I bought Clay Crush because I always said that I had a crush on Clay Matthews from the Green Bay Packers. Green Bay Packers had a pretty tough weekend. Pretty tough weekend, guys. So, oh, that's just harsh, man. It's had to take a moment. But this one, I'm decluttering it because I do still like this color, but I've had this for so long that I don't know if you could see it on camera, but it's getting all these like weird little bumps. And I believe when that happens on a lipstick, that means it's going bad or it's gone bad or something. I mean, I got a lot of use out of Clay Crush, and I really love this nude. If I didn't have such a giant lipstick collection, I'd probably just go out and repurchase it. But if you're looking for a good drugstore formula, this is a really nice one, and this is more of like a deeper nude. It's a really pretty color. I'd recommend Clay Crush, but I'm gonna go ahead and toss that one because I've had it for a lot of years. R.I.P. football season. So this one here is from Pure. This is the shade Guest List. I don't really love the Pure lipsticks. This is a nice nude. I know I wore it in a video, and I like it just fine, but it's not my favorite lipstick formula ever. It's a nice bullet lipstick, but not something that I feel like I need to keep in my collection, so I'm going to declutter that one. I also have some here from MAC. So I think, okay. I think that these are all, yeah, these are all the Powder Kiss lipstick formulas, which I reviewed recently and I said I didn't love. This one here is in Lasting Power, which is a red, but it's actually broke. It broke in the tube, and I don't know if you can tell like how messy it is in there. So every time you push it up, or the one time I went to open it, actually the bullet actually flew out. So that was interesting. And then I also have the shade Impulsive. Oh, which, oh my gosh, that one broke too. What? Okay, that's weird. I've worn Impulsive like 2 times or something, and it's never, it hadn't been broke before. That's really kind of bizarre. Okay, let's open the third one and see what happens. This one is called Best of Me. Oh, okay, no, that one's still fine. I did swatch this one, but it's, I mean, you can tell it's like a really pale white with a little bit of pink. So that's not going to be the best color for me. So I decided to declutter some of those. I also have in here, this one is a lip gloss. This was with MAC and Patrick Star. This was in Cream Pie. I think this was like the spring collection. I reviewed these again on my channel. I just didn't love the glosses. So I'm going to go ahead and declutter that one. I have this one here from NYX. This is one of their butter glosses. This is in Fortune Cookie. I like this one. Again, I've just had it in my collection for a very long time, and I was trying to cut down on my lip gloss collection, but I do like that one. I also have in here, this is from Revlon? Yeah, no, Rimmel. This is from Rimmel. It's one of the Kate Spade? Oh, what is her name? Kate Moss. This is what happens when you're sick. I'm telling you. Kate Moss. Rimmel and Kate Moss lipstick, and this is in the shade 33. I didn't really love the lipstick. It was a lot sheer, than I was hoping for it to be. Like, I could still kind of see my lips through it, and also I don't wear bubblegum pink a lot, so I'm gonna go ahead and declutter that one. Okay, so I have another eyeliner in here. This is from Marc Jacobs. This is the orange eyeliner, and this one was called Orange Crush. I've had this one in my collection for quite some time, but I just don't wear orange eyeliners a ton, so I decided that I could go ahead and get rid of it. Again, I was trying to cut down my eyeliner collection. I have another mascara here. This is from Eyeko. This is the Black Magic Mascara. This one is just pretty much gone. Eyeko does have really nice mascaras. I've tried a couple of them. They're a little bit pricier, like in the 20, like mid 20 range, but you can get them at Ulta. But I've tried that one and then the one in the blue tube, and I really do like both of them, but that one's about gone. I have another lipstick here from Pure. This one is in On My Way, or OMW, which I think is On My Way. Again, just don't love the Pure lipstick formula. Figured I could, you know, send them to someone who would like them a little bit more. I also have a Burberry lipstick in here, which was hard to part with, but I was really trying. This is one of their liquid lip velvets, and this is in Bright Plum. I really just don't wear this shade a ton, so I figured I could get rid of it. I did keep the nude that I have with Burberry, which I think is called Fawn. I really like that nude, but again, it's not like an absolute must-have formula for me, and just not a color I wear a ton, so I thought that I could get rid of it. I have some lashes here that I'm going to be getting rid of. These are from Morphe. These are Daydreamer and then also Romancing. Just not my favorite lashes, and I have been gifted so many Lily lashes lately since I said that I've been really loving them. People have been sending me some Lily lashes, which is awesome, so my lash drawer is so full, so I'm gonna go ahead and toss these. Again, I've worn them plenty of times, just not favorite lashes of mine. Okay, so I also have a highlight in here. This one is from Revlon. This is the Glitz Bomb highlighter. I tried this out in a try new makeup video, and I did not like it. If you remember, I was wearing my peacock leggings, and I got highlighter all over the peacock leggings because it's very, very powdery, very dusty. Showed a lot of texture on the skin, so not a favorite highlight of mine, so I will be decluttering this guy. Alrighty, so to keep it rolling, I also have a highlight palette in here. This is from L'Oreal. This is their True Match Lumi Glow Nude highlighter palette. I didn't mind this highlight palette, but the highlights were definitely a little bit too subtle for my personal enjoyment, so I just know that I'm not going to get a lot of use out of this one, and someone else probably will, so I'm going to go ahead and pass that one on. I have some foundations in here. This one is from Givenchy. This is the Photo Perfection Fluid Foundation. This is in the shade Perfect Honey. I really, really like this one, and I can remember doing my last foundation declutter, and I was like, I'm just not ready to part ways with the Givenchy yet, but then I really haven't reached for it a ton, and I have a lot more foundations in my collection that I enjoy more. I do like the coverage on this. It was a nice kind of like that medium coverage. It wasn't too drying for my dry skin, but again, I'm just not reaching for it a lot, so trying to be in the declutter spirit. I also have in here from NYX, this is the Can't Stop Won't Stop Full Coverage Foundation. This is a new foundation from NYX. I purchased it from Ulta and I just did not like it. It was definitely just too dry, again, for my dry skin. It did have a good coverage to it, but I just know that I'm not going to be reaching for this one a ton. I thought it was pretty unflattering on me. And again, I've been having some issues with trying to return stuff from Ulta, so I don't know. Whatever, it's fine. It's fine. And then also from Too Faced, this is the Do You Full Coverage Fresh Glow Foundation, excuse me. I have the shade Light Beige. Again, I just reviewed this one pretty recently with a few other products from that the collection that Too Faced came out with, and this one was just a no-go for me. I didn't find it very long wearing, and it was almost like too, like, I need to have that perfect balance between being too dry and being like overly luminous on my skin, and this one was like overly luminous, but I also just didn't think it lasted very long, and it kind of broke up on me pretty quickly. So again, I bought this one from Ulta, but I'm not even gonna try. So this is from Josie Maran. This is the Vibrancy Argan Oil Foundation Fluid. I got this in an Ipsy bag as well, I believe it was. And I just didn't quite love it. Does it have a shade on here? This is RG45, I think maybe is the shade. So it's just a mini since it came in my Ipsy bag, but I remember just not really loving it, and it's just been kind of sitting there for a really long time because I canceled my Ipsy subscription a while ago, so it's been there for quite a while. Okay, I also have in here from IT Cosmetics, this is the CC cream. It's just a little mini as well. I'm sure I got it as like a point perk or a sample or something. This is in the shade medium. I just don't think that this did much for me. I know a lot of people really enjoy it, but for me, I just was never really a fan. So it's always just been kind of sitting in there like I'm going to change my mind and love it one day, but I'm still not. So I'm just going to say goodbye to it. I have from... This is from Pure. This is their 4-in-1 tinted moisturizer in medium. I don't do tinted moisturizers a ton, and if I do, it's definitely more in the summertime, but I have a few now that I like a little bit more. There's a CoverGirl one, there's a number 7. I think that one was more of like a BB cream, but I wore that a lot in the summer, so this one I just don't get a ton of use out of, so I'm going to go ahead and pass that along. I have from Laura Mercier, this is the Eye Basics and Eye Primer, I believe it is. I didn't like this one. I also found it pretty drying on my eyelids, which are already dry to begin with, so I'm passing that one on. This is from Natasha Denona. This is the Chroma Crystal Top Coat. I was super disappointed in this. I've mentioned it in a few recent videos, but it completely dried out after just a couple tries of using it, so I'm going to go ahead and declutter that one. I have in here, this is the NARS Face Palette in Atomic Blonde. This was hard to get rid of because it is a newer release, and I don't mind it, but again, I just was trying to be in that declutter spirit, and I feel like I can pass this on to someone who's going to really like it. You have 4 different eyeshadow shades. They're all a little bit more shimmery, or like this one's more glittery, and then a bronzer and a highlight. Again, I know that I'm not going to reach for a ton, so pass it on, pass it on. Let someone else feel the love, Samantha. Okay, so also in here I have from Sleek Makeup. This is their highlighting palette in Copper Plate. That was so rude. Wow, okay, that's so sorry, whoa. So I like these. I have the one in Solstice as well. That one works better on my like light skin tone right now, but like light to medium skin tone. This one I feel like definitely would work better for people with a darker skin tone than me, so I am going to pass this on to someone else who would be able to get more use out of it. But these are really nice highlighting palettes, and I'm glad they just came out with the Copper Plate. I'm really glad they came out with that in addition to having the Solstice palette. I think that's awesome. I also have in here from Morphe, this is the Highlight Contour Palette in 8L. This one, I remember keeping it in one of my recent declutters. It must have been my face palette declutter. I had just recently gotten it and I was still really liking it, but I feel like after that declutter, I've only reached for it like a very few amount of times. I don't reach for all of the shades in here as well, and it's just a larger palette, and I was like, you know what, I can go ahead and get rid of it. So you have some bronzer and contour shades and some highlights in there. It's a really nice palette, but again, someone else will probably get more use out of it than I will. I have, this is from MAC Cosmetics. This is in collaboration with Aaliyah. This was the Baby Girl Bronzing Powder. I reviewed the full collection, everything that I received from MAC in a review video, and I said this bronzer was just kind of odd. It's a very shimmery bronzer, which I don't love, but it's also extremely light. Like even on me, I felt like I was really having to build it up, and it's just strange because it was a, you know, the collaboration with the late Aaliyah, you know, kind of like in her memory, and I just don't feel like she would have been able to wear this, so that's why I felt like the coloring was just a little bit strange, but definitely not a favorite of mine, so I'm gonna go ahead and pass that one on. I also have the terracotta, this is the natural bronzer for brunettes. So this is a terracotta bronzer. I don't know why I can't say that correctly. Again, I did not love this bronzer. It has that shimmer to it. It also has a very intense fragrance, but I just didn't love the way it looked on my skin. Not the easiest bronzer ever to blend out, so I'm also gonna go ahead and be putting that in. I feel like I'm doing a regular declutter, so I'm saying what's going in my pass pile and what's going in my keep pile, but this is all a declutter. Get it together, girl. Okay, I have some more lashes in here. Again, just really trying to declutter out my lash drawer. These are from Huda Beauty. These are the Samantha lashes. These just really needed to go anyways. They were pretty much about to fall apart. I've had them for so long. I have also some ones here from Pure. Again, just old lashes that probably need to go. Bombshell and also Bombshell. I loved the Bombshell lashes, and I'm pretty sure I still have more that haven't been opened yet in my drawer, so I am going to be tossing those. I have in here from Kevyn Aucoin, this is the Neo Elixir Weightless Beauty Oil. Now I liked this beauty oil, but my cap is broken. I mean, you can even, like, it's actually cracked right here. Actually, it's not easy to get product out of the dropper form because of it being broke, so I just kind of have to like swish it on or kind of like dump it, you know, like flip it over and put some on my finger and dot it. So I have other beauty oils that I really enjoy, and especially right now with being drier, I've really gone back to my Farsali Rose Gold Elixir. So I was like, you know what, I feel like it's just been kind of sitting there because it's so hard for me to work with. So I'm like, just do it, girl. Okay, a few more lip products. I also have one in here from Urban Decay. This is a Comfort Matte. This is in Cloud 9. It was a collaboration with Kristen Leanne, but it is a purple, and I just do not wear purple lipsticks a ton. I have, you know, a few in my collection, but I'm sure someone else would be able to get more use out of that one than I am. And then this is another lip gloss from MAC and Patrick Starr. This one is in Fashion Punch. Again, just didn't love these, so I decluttered both out of my collection. And we are almost done. I just have 2 highlight palettes left here. This one is from ColourPop. This is the In Nude Endo highlighting palette. I just didn't love these highlights. I love the Super Shock highlights, Flexitarian. I have tried the gold, more of the gold one, On the Cusp, and I just got a new one in, I think it's called Stole the Show from ColourPop, and I really like those, but for some reason this highlight palette just didn't really do it for me. So I'm sure I can make someone very happy passing along this ColourPop palette. And then the last item I have in here that I am decluttering is from Bad Habit. This is the Rosé highlight palette. This one, I think I have only swatched it. I think that these are supposed to be dupes for like the Anastasia glow kits. Seriously, for the Anastasia palettes, but I think, was this one supposed to be a dupe for the Nicole Guerrero glow kit maybe? So you have the 6 highlight shades in here, but again, I mentioned this in my affordable eyeshadow palette declutter. I decluttered quite a few from Bad Habit. I'm just not really feeling it, but again, I'm sure someone else will really enjoy this highlight palette, and it's pretty much unused, so I can make someone happy with that. But my box is now empty. Woo! So that's everything that I'm decluttering. I feel good about this. Again, I just was kind of in that mood the other night going through my office, and I didn't realize quite how much stuff I had accumulated until I really looked at the box and was like, maybe this could be an interesting declutter for you to see what is going to be leaving my collection, but that you were able to enjoy seeing the declutter. Again, I'll have my playlist listed down below. I'd love to know your thoughts of the items that I'm getting rid of. But other than that, if you guys did enjoy this video, I hope that you'll give it a thumbs up. I hope that you'll also consider subscribing before you go, and I'll catch you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.